Welcome back, my fellow Vikings, to another episode of Valheim. It's a new year, new us. Actually, no, new year, shame us? If you guys haven't already, I did a poll on my channel page if you guys would like to do it. I'd like to see what all of you guys are gonna do for your New Year's resolutions. I know it's so lame, and I don't usually do resolutions. I thought they were super stupid, but I think as you get older, you just start to have a lack of motivation to do a lot of things. And so this year, I want to try to take them a little bit seriously. So I've got kind of a big New Year's resolution list. I want to focus more this year on overall mentality, having like a relatively positive mentality towards most things, since I am mostly pessimistic or a glass half empty kind of girl. And so this year I really want to go into it with a super open mind. I want to try to tackle more things that I procrastinate with, like getting videos done sooner, doing things well in advance, making more time for family and friends again, because I did that back in 2022 and I think I'd been the happiest I'd ever been. And since being so tunnel visioned in 2023, all about just work, just do this. I'm not good enough. This isn't good enough. Taking a step back from all that. We're just gonna look at everything and go, what did we do good? How can we be better? It's good enough for me. So that's kind of my gushy, mushy New Year's resolution. Fun thing I wanted to show you guys. I didn't buy this myself or make it myself, but actually it was gifted. A lot of my stuff is gifted this year from Christmas. Wait, this is backwards for you, I think. But it's my noodle sign. Isn't that cool? Anyways, I know you guys didn't come here for my New Year's resolution chatter or chit chat, but you know, I think we're here to stay, and I want to be taking things more seriously, but more organized and with a more positive mentality rather than a more negative one. And of course, you guys wouldn't know that because you don't know me in person, but I mean, hopefully that shows with all the commentary and future gameplay. But we came here for Viking stuff. What are we doing today in Valheim? Well, you know, I thought a lot about it, and I thought for a little bit I wanted to do a building, but it feels like a long time that we haven't been a Viking in the zero death world, which by the way, if you are new to the channel, you guys know by now because it's been like 50 episodes, but oh my good lord. You guys know this by now, but the hardcore was only made by me initially because Valheim's creators hadn't created a hardcore mode modifier or world modifier before that point. But now that they have, you know, I crossed out hardcore and it's more just, it's adapted to a zero death. So kind of fun. I was thinking what we could do today was explore more of the plains and grab more material, because we definitely need more material for our padded armor. Since making a trip to the Mistlands, I now realize that we're gonna need some very heavy duty stuff. Okay, I'm a little scared, but I feel like the Mistlands is such a far away distance off idea and topic. I don't think that we'll be going to the Mistlands really anytime soon. Probably, I would say not even for another several, I would say 10 videos, maybe more. But in order to even go to the Mistlands to begin with, we really need to go and find Yagluth. So I think we're just gonna do some plains exploration. We do need our boat for that. God, where did we go for that? We'll go to the other island. That's probably a good call. All right, this goes to the Swamp 2, and Swamp 2 goes to, oh geez. Yeah, I guess let's go to Swamp 2. Maybe we can find some additional plains. Maybe we'll just be explorers today. We don't know what's around. We're just mere Viking passerbys, okay? Oh, right. There is an abomination here. Maybe just try to avoid that as much as possible. I feel like we wouldn't be one-shotted by an abomination, but it definitely won't be pleasant. I think I saw plains this. Oh my. Oh, you know what? We don't even have a rested buff. Why do I keep doing that to myself? All right, we'll sleep first. And then, oh, do you guys want to see our bell? Look how fun this is. Okay, I highly doubt that my mic is going to be able to pick up. I don't know. Wait. I think it might be able to pick it up, but it is loud. It is hella loud. Oh no, what day was it? Day something. Okay, I did not see what day it was, actually. I have no idea. I guess I'll get into edit and go, ugh. What happened? Where is my bell? What is that? I want to say they're fish, but sometimes I see like a tentacly, spinally thing that comes up from the swamp, and it's just very unsettling. Very unsettling. All right. Let's explore. I'm just gonna pick kind of everything up. Oh, hello, skeleton. I'll be just picking up some stuff here. Thank you very much. So kind. Goodbye. Yeah, I don't think I'll be bothered to kill a lot of the mobs that spawn either. Since I do want to find more plains. That's kind of the goal here, is to find more plains biome. I swear there was more plains like over here. I swear, like, I see plains when I sailed into this area. Because I already explored all of this plains. Yeah. I mean, we should be tougher to kill now. I think we're plus 10 armor. So we shouldn't have a super difficult time with a lot of these other mobs now. You can confidently kind of run through a lot of this stuff. Oh, and you guys wanted to see my overall skills for a character? So since I haven't died, these are kind of my overall stats. My running is nearly at 100. Woodcutting's at 70. Bows are pretty strong. Spears are super strong. Pickaxes. Fishing's super low. Crossbows. I haven't even made a crossbow yet. I've never made a crossbow. Swimming is on the weaker side for sure. And I guess while I explore, killing all of these little mobs to get some great Orph eyes might be in my best interest. Then when I find the plains, I can make a portal. A little gathering episode for you guys. And I want to fill out more of the map. You know, I think I take the map for granted. Every time I jump back into Dodheim, our Deathheim series, it's genuine hardcore, what the developers were actually intending for the game, or the game mode itself. If you haven't checked it out, please do. It's a lot of fun. But in that mode, I definitely take the map for granted, because when I go to look at it or look for it, it's not there. Because that's the genuine hardcore nature of it, is that you don't get your map. And so maybe doing some exploring and filling out the map itself, you know, really taking advantage of it, sounds like a good time. And, you know, at this point, I have to embrace that these chores are something that you guys love, and it truly boggles my mind. You guys all explain to me why you like them, but it just, I don't know. I've never just watched somebody do, okay, that's a lie. I've watched people just do their game chores before, but it's so funny because my videos, if I put the titled chores in front of it, you guys are immediate, like the viewage spikes. And since I only have about 1,200 subscribers, when I see that there's been like 2,000 people that watched it, I'm sitting here like, that math doesn't add up. So the fact that you guys really like Valheim chores is so funny to me. And I love that it's kind of like a little inside joke thing, because I get so frustrated in a good way, not a bad way. Not like, oh, I'm genuinely frustrated, but like I'm more boggled. Yeah, that's a good way to say it. I'm more boggled. I think these guys are stuck in here. Oh my gosh, they are. They're quite literally stuck. Look at these poor dudes. Here, I'll get you out. Okay, we have more forest to explore. You know, I really thought there'd be plains, but it could just be a normal island. Could just be a normal island. Well, that was so weird. I thought I heard merchant music. Yeah, the music changes right here. Okay, so weird. There was nothing around us, but the music just drastically changes when I'm in that one spot. You know, it has been just a little while since we've done like a little exploration. I remember we kind of did that a lot at the beginning. Man, like looking back at all those, it feels like I've been doing this for so long, but it's only been like 7 months. A little less than actually, but it's just so interesting looking back. Like I think I put on my first ever Valheim video the other day, and I looked back at that video and I went, oh my gosh. Like, and I'm sure like 2 years from now, I'm gonna look back on this video and be like, oh my gosh. But I feel like I've been at this for so long, but yet not so long. But it has been a while since we've been able to just go off and do a little wandering. But we had to do that in the beginning because we were looking for a base setup. We had to look for copper. We do need a building video soon, and I think I will do that soon. The building videos usually just take a little bit longer to edit, but that's no excuse. I need to do it. I actually think it would just be a lot of fun. I think today I was a little bit more pressed for time, so I obviously wanted to do something that is productive, and you know, exploring is a productive thing. Oh, this is a lot of tin actually. I need to increase my overall Viking production. I mean, so far, we really haven't managed a lot. I'd say the mushrooms are super important. We need feathers. We always need feathers. Gold is okay. Great ore 5s is a hot commodity right now, at least in my worlds. We don't feel rested anymore. Maybe we should make a little tiny base camp. I need to increase my, you know, there's so much to do, and yet sometimes it feels like there's not enough to do, if that makes sense. I mean, it's a pretty good spot for a little tiny mini base. It's not even a base. It's more like an outpost. I'm just gonna start making more outposts. You know, I don't have a rested buff. Outpost. Little tiny outpost. Oh, look, we're right next to a troll cave too. We're gonna have a really nice visitor in the morning. All right, there it is. There's my little tiny outpost base. It's not much, but it's honest work. Probably gonna get a troll visitor. Also, I'm gonna get my little bell ready to go. Day 192. I don't want to do it too loud. Maybe I'll fix it. Maybe I'll open it up. But I don't know. I feel weird ringing a bell in my own house. All right, our first little tiny outpost. Well, I mean, it's not really like the first. The other ones, I think anything bigger than what this is, this little area right here, anything bigger than this, I would consider to be a base of operations, not an outpost. What I just built is an outpost. Is this all that's on this island? Guys, that might be it. Wait, no, I still have to go the other way. Okay. I don't think we're done yet. Another New Year's resolution. Well, since we're just kind of walking around, I don't know if we'll get to another plains area. I know where to find them, but I mean, they're kind of scattered, and the chances of getting raided by wolves is kind of a scary thought to me. But while we're just running around right now, another New Year's resolution that I have is to, I don't know, okay, something you have to know about me before I explain all these New Year's resolutions is that I am one of the most stereotypical white California girls I think you could ever meet, without actually being from California, because that's a stereotype. And I'm okay with that. But like the girls that ride around in the little convertibles, that's me. I love to do those things, and I'm super proud of it. I actually love convertibles. I've had 2 in my entire lifetime. So when I talk to you guys about my goals and my ambitions and stuff, just don't be surprised at all by the overall answer and response, because I promise I am thoroughly a pumpkin spice white girl. Like I am. Like, I think pumpkin spice runs through my blood. So just getting that out of the way. But my New Year's resolutions this year is obviously to lose weight. Who doesn't have that as their #1 for the new year, right? Who doesn't have that as their New Year's resolution? Also, another one, I think I'm gonna find a job for 2024. Like, this is my job, but I think just for like income. Because let's face it, you don't actually make money on YouTube. Actually, you do, but I don't. Okay, there are some who do, many who do, but I do not. So I think I'm gonna find a job starting probably February this next year, or this year at least. So that's another New Year's resolution, being less pessimistic, like I mentioned before. So I'd love to hear your guys' 2024 New Year's resolution goals. Seems like most of you don't have any, and that's totally fine. Like I said, a lot of my answers are super basic, as probably basic as they come. Well, it's nice that I'm getting a ton of raid orifies. Yeah, we're at 20 already, and I need 20 for portals, so exploration has its perks, let me just say. Yeah, I'm just trying to explore this whole island. I don't know why I thought there would be plains biome on here, but there is most certainly not, so we'll probably head back, and I think I'm gonna try another direction, another way. But I should be able to have more portal stuff, so I can make a portal at the base and then, you know, go from there. Yeah, I think this is the end of the Black Forest line over this way. I mean, certainly good to know. All right, let's head back. I think you could make a tracker as to how many times I say, all right, well, at least we made it back. Perfect. Look at that. Now we just drop everything off. I think what we'll do is we'll explore little bits at a time, because I know exploration can be just like a little boring sometimes. I know we need to tend to our farm. Unfortunately, I've kind of let that fall to the wayside since the holidays. So fine, we'll go back and we'll do some of our crop tending. I need to remember to drink water too. Maybe that's another New Year's resolution that I'll totally forget to do. Oh, let it all grow. Grow for me. Yes. And I botched some of it, but oh my gosh, look at how beautiful this looks. You know, when it's all said and done, it does look really beautiful to, you know, it just, when it all is all grown, but then tending it is a total nightmare. All right, just about halfway there. We're gonna be working through the night at this point. You know what I think I might want to do next time? There's a set of loxes that respawn near this base right here. And I think what I'll do next time is I'll see if I can capture them. Have like a loxes base. I'll need a lot of stone and I'll need, yeah. But if I could do it, then I'll have all the loxes I want. Yeah, I think that's maybe what I'll do. Okay, well, other than that little tiny distraction, we have our crops tended to finally. I haven't been doing the other basis crops, and I think I'll do that next time. All right, you guys, are you ready? Day 193. I'm trying to do it as like loud as possible and as like slow as possible because I have no idea if the mic is actually going to pick it up. Oh, game. You couldn't just like do a better send off. Look at this sad and dreary day. What an awful way to send off the Viking way. I wanted to do this video as like a short, wait, I think I hear somebody hitting a base or a tree, but I can't tell because the wind is so aggressive. Anyways, this was obviously a short welcome back. We haven't done a little Viking episode in a little while. Did a little bit of exploration. I'd personally like to try to do that more often. Maybe start exploring some of the areas around, but doing it kind of bit by bit. We really haven't done a lot of exploration. So yeah, I think I'm gonna try to do more of that in the coming episodes. This one was obviously a little shorter. I am trying to get videos out more ahead of time and more advanced. And for that to happen, videos need to be a little bit more condensed down because editing takes so long and creating thumbnails takes so long, taking photos for thumbnails takes so long. It's all well worth it, and I actually really love doing it. I want to just be better at getting more out to you guys and more often, as well as just more consistent. Right? I don't want to be in a position where like this whole last December I had to like get a video out and then rush for family stuff, get a video out, rush for family stuff. I want to just have everything ready to go and get things out to you guys so I never have to make an excuse. You know what I mean? So just trying to make it more convenient while with the quality alongside with it. And playing is what is so fun to me. So the fact that you guys are so okay with the boring and the exploration and all that stuff is so reassuring because I don't have to do it anything but be myself. So without further ado, if you guys did enjoy and have been enjoying this Valheim series, Zero Death Style, please consider subscribing to the channel for more Valheim. Obviously there's so much more to come. I'm really excited for you guys to get to know what the new series that I have planned for Noodle Wednesdays. Yes, Noodle Wednesdays. That is going to be a thing. I'm gonna try with your guys' help, but obviously consider subscribing. And as always, I'll see you Vikings in tomorrow's video.